It's called Animals Among Us, Urban Animals. It's a nature documentary. Come on, hear me out. It's hip hop, curated. Come on. I'm not.
You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself.
It's called
Facebook sucks.
Zuckerberg is not gonna fix it. He's like, what is he doing now? He's kickboxing.
BJJ. He's doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu. Sorry. I don't think they're just like, okay, you're gonna have to get beat up by Zuckerberg today. Okay.
That's the intern.
Yeah. It's all like PR stuff, bro.
He's gonna practice his judo chop on you, and now you have to fall.
Yeah. Right? You have to pretend it hurts.
I used to hate Chucky. As a little kid, I hated it. It scared the out of me.
Yeah, because he's your size, so you were like, what?
Freddy Krueger's gonna kill you in your dreams tonight.
I hope so. So I have to see your face every day.
I love Freddy. Urban Animals. And over here we have Marquise.
My mom liked it. Yeah. I want to do Urban Animals. Listen, we follow the stray cats. We follow the pigeons. We follow the roaches. We explain to these that we're sharing the earth with them, even in urban communities.
Do you live in an urban community?
I don't.
Here's some money.
So you guys been roommates? You're roommates now, right? What's going on?
Are you
Wow.
officially living together?
Yes.
Yeah. 7 years and you're actually married.
Yeah. It took me 7 years.
No. I'm just saying, after 7 years, it's common law. So you don't have to worry about the green card anymore.
Let's go.
Definitely not living with you in 7 years. No way.
Yeah. Is that how it works?
It's like a gate.
Is that how it works? Is that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 7 years is common law marriage. I mean, I don't know if that works for.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you're
It's
fucked.
like, oh goodness.
Yeah, you're done for, dude.
I gotta go.
You gotta break it off. It's 7 years.
Wait, how many years do you have left?
I'm thinking. I'm calculating right now. I think I'm right
Yeah,
there.
well, COVID
Almost.
was like 3 years.
I know. We lost just 3 years just right away.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh well.
So we're here.
It's hot in here.
I had a writing session with this guy Brian V.
McKnight?
No. No. This guy from Sweden, and he brought up some really cool points
Right.
about
do an accent.
about trying to get
Did you wait? Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you know he was from Sweden when you reached out?
when he reached out.
No, he reached out.
Well, it was through Facebook. I hearted something that he liked, and he was like, "Oh yes, do you want to collaborate?"
Oh no, this is so racist.
And I was like,
Hey, let's bring Ethan in here. He can tell us what he said today.
and no, but had some really cool points about trying to collaborate with bigger artists and some ways, if you don't have a lot of money, how you can do that. One of which he does often, is he'll have an agreement in place. So like once a song hits like 600,000 views, then they get paid.
Yeah.
Then they'll get, 2,500, 5,000, whatever it is.
Right.
And that's how he's able to hit these milestones and collaborate with these artists that he wouldn't usually be able to because he just doesn't have the money.
Well, I was just curious because, what was that show? Make Pop Music or whatever it was. You were all about the Sweden thing. Who's the guy? Was it not Pop? It's not. What is the guy?
The one where the Backstreet Boys went to the producers and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, before
Toxic.
Max Martin and but who was it before him? There was the main guy. Whatever. I thought you were going to. I didn't know if it was
Lars or some shit. That's his model that works. I thought that was a really cool model. I mean, right now he's doing some shit for Sony. I guess it's like a 6-month agreement, and he has to do like 6 songs. So he's trying to
publishing.
Yeah, we did the session, send it to the people.
Oh, so you did a session, send it to Sony?
No, I did a session with him. I did all like the actual type. What is it called? Fucking
MIDI?
where you type is like typography. What do they call it?
What do you scribe?
It's like, yeah, I was the scribe of our session. I was like writing everything down as we were creating it. It was mostly lyrics, and then I just sent it off to him and his manager. They're gonna share it with whoever the hell they're gonna share it with, and if it's something that ends up being used.
So in the opera terms, it was the libretto. So you're basically just you were writing lyrics, no melody.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. something I haven't done
no
before.
melody at all?
Well, it was a melody. Yeah, I mean there was a melody involved, but it was nothing to any instrumental.
He gave you the
No.
what? Wait.
No. So you gave him the melody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It was.
He had the music.
There's no music yet. It's just a melody.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just wrote
Just a melody.
no
just
music.
To a BPM or anything.
Just to a quick, like I think we did like 123 BPM.
And you did just
a kick. Just do a kick.
It's that's cool, because like it's like different genres. Like he said, it's probably DJ. Like okay, that kick, 4 on the floor pattern, that tempo is most important in that world. Everything else you can chop, move to a different key. You can manipulate so many different ways. You can take one piece of it,
Yeah.
and as long as it's locked into that tempo and feels good at that tempo, you can make a lot happen.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about American songs versus songs in Europe, and a lot of songs here. What's that song? It's a 1:15. I'm a little drunk and I need you now. It's
Oh, yeah.
a 1:15. That girl who sings it's like a country song. Over there, it's a cover and it's like some techno, like like, and it's like chart, top of the charts over there. We're just talking about like how things happen with these covers, and it's interesting stuff.
Back in the day, there was always official remixes. Of
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, interesting shit,
yeah,
right?
definitely interesting.
Like, there's a classical. I'm gonna teach you all something. Do you guys know
Let's go.
Mozart?
Yeah, there's a classical composer named Wagner. He was a racist motherfucker. He was like major anti-Semite, but he wrote stuff, and he had like a book that was like, I think it was called Uber Tempo, and his theory that tempo was the most important part of composition.
Interesting.
Yeah, right. So now Sweden does it. He was German. I think he was German. Yeah,
That sounds
he wanted to be like called like Master. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Oh no, Maestro.
Oh,
I think that's where it comes from. Yeah, Wagner.
Wagner.
Yeah.
I just pictured you saying like when you said the book name or the Uber thing. You meant Uber.
Yeah.
Crazy. So we got some stuff going on, right? We got some projects. We got a lot of stuff going on.
We got to do a recap today,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We're gonna take it back. We're going back in time.
Rewind.
Yeah, and then hopefully have learned some things. So we're talking about Tommy Love again.
Let's go.
Tommy Love.
Tommy Love.
Tommy Love.
So
Can't get rid of Tommy
Right.
Love.
no, why would we?
No.
Why would we?
Tommy Love is just
Yeah.
something special.
Yeah.
Really something special.
So we ran ads, right?
Yes, sir.
We ran ads. Ben said no pre-saves. We met with Mark. We did some things. We thought we were going to be pretty funny. And it went horrible.
We tried, okay? All right, we tried.
It went terribly wrong. I don't know what the stats are off my head. Guzman will flash them right now, but I think it was like, right, we said like $300. I think I spent $250 because it was doing so
You
bad.
wanted to
What
cut
was,
the
the,
losses.
what was the
yeah.
cost per click? Do you know?
Well, Guzman flash.
Wow, that's a crazy number. Wow.
Nothing that you would be, nothing that you would,
That's crazy.
nothing you would be satisfied with. So.
This is what $250.
but that's what it's all about. Trying things, right?
Yeah, we got some interaction.
got some
Mostly the
interaction.
interaction was us thinking we were racist.
Yeah.
Wait, really? They were like, you're racist?
Kind of. It was like, so
People that didn't get the joke.
yeah, let's rewind.
Oh,
Guzman,
shit.
rewind.
Didn't
And
hear this.
like where we talk again about like, hey, we're gonna do like this Bob Ross type thing. Apparently a white person with an afro is just
Racist. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
were you getting? What? I didn't know. I didn't hear about any.
we
of
got
this.
like a couple of comments. They weren't anything.
What,
It
what-
was
what were they
like
just saying? Like this is a cultural appropriation.
basically.
You ever heard of the Jew Fro?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Come on.
Yeah, so they didn't get the Bob Ross connection. Like
I think it's too hard. This world is just too hard to try anything funny. We just gotta stick to just serious shit.
Well, he did have the red stripes. I mean, you know.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Red stripe.
It was the appropriation of
The Jamaican beer.
That could have been it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got those stats. We got that. We'll run that. But we're going to move on, right? Since then, Ben, you're using a company called Symphony,
Symphony.
Yeah. right? How's it working?
Pretty good so far. I like the interface of it, like the way it looks. The layout is super easy. It makes it easy
Find
for
your
people.
interface sexy symphony.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Scream at me, symphony.
Why are you talking like that? Ben? Why are you just like kind of stuck? Wake up, buddy.
I reached out to them on your behalf. They didn't know who you were. No, they did. I'm just joking.
They're like,
whole
oh, that's
thing
the
where
guy
they-
with the tiny screwdriver, right? Where'd it go?
The whole thing where they call you and they're like, "We love your band." This is like, we're like,
We don't remember.
we just run that with every kid.
fuck is that?
We got the same message that they sent you.
No, it was a through somebody kind of thing.
No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so
Okay. I like their like interface. It makes it really easy to run ads. There's like you could click 4 times if you really wanted to do as little as possible to make an ad. You can get more crazy with it, but you can go in and it's specifically designed for artists to run ads. So you can do stuff through like Spotify. You can kind of pick artists that you're similar to.
musical artists.
Yeah, musical artists from their Spotify account. So you can look up the artist and you can look up territories. You can do stuff where it's to drive ads towards ticket sales or drive ads towards pre-saves or even just setting up a campaign for your song, and they make landing pages for you like that, like 3 clicks, same thing.
And I'm gonna bet that's probably easier than dealing with Meta.
Oh yeah, Facebook's.
Facebook sucks. We were like running, like I was working with Ben, running all the ads and stuff, and it was so confusing every time. How do you set up all this stuff? Like the basically setting it up took us so long, and then we had to do like 12 to 15 ads every time that we were.
Zuckerberg is not going to fix it. He's like, what is he doing now? He's kickboxing. You see that?
No, not BJJ. He's doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, sorry.
Which, like, respect to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think they're just like, okay, you're gonna have to get beat up by Zuckerberg today, okay? Like to everyone there, like
it's the fucking intern.
yeah. It's all like PR
"Alright,
stuff, bro.
He's gonna practice his judo chop on you, and now like you have to fall.
Yeah. You have to pretend it hurts. You don't think that's the case? You think it's serious?
I don't know. Like, Joe Rogan talked about it. I mean, what does that guy know? I mean, he talked about it. He said it was like respect to him. He showed up like completely, sunglasses, mask, and all that stuff, and he won someone in the tournament. Now, that guy can afford an amazing coach, right? At this point in his life,
I mean, he
right?
has the.
He can afford an amazing coach. He can afford to
The time.
time,
To, like, train.
yeah, the energy, really. So, I mean,
Diet, everything.
he just can't afford to get his meta ads right.
Yeah, for some reason.
That's more important than making his business work, actually. Yeah.
And now Apple's coming for their VR stuff.
That was weird.
I would check out anyway, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm worth that much money. I'm not doing the Bill Gates stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Check out.
Same
I'm
thing with
checking
Jeff Bezos. He also checked out.
Yeah, well, because he was getting so much flack.
What do you mean he checked out of what?
Like he resigned from being CEO
Oh,
of every
oh,
company.
I got enough.
It's like I'm good. He does it. He could crash a Lamborghini, that guy, and then get it. Like he makes that money back in like a minute.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
He owns like the biggest company in the world. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah.
Just giants, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want, and it doesn't matter because some amount of money will just pave the way or get them out of trouble.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well, even in the
it's
I mean, it works the same way in the music industry. Like, if you think about like even not as big, but and like you see an artist get in trouble, they're like out of jail, like
Yeah, to some degree, right?
for the most part. It's pretty crazy.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's gotten tougher to get away with things. I feel like in general, especially the entertainment business. I mean, with like cancel culture or whatever.
Who is the police of the entertainment business?
Who is the police?
The police of the entertainment business.
Like who? I don't know.
Well,
Who's policing things?
what would you consider?
what do you mean by that?
Yeah. What do you mean by
Like
that?
the FCC?
Well, that's different.
That's for like when you.
That's like when at first they're not going to let that on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but what?
different.
But what do you mean
Okay.
by policing? Like who's checking them to make sure that they're not what?
I don't know what I mean. I think
I think you're going down the Joe Rogan rabbit hole right now.
I think I'm talking about the FCC and kind of like behavioral shit. Like
Well, that's not behavioral.
No, FCC is for
behavioral
radio.
behavioral is just the straight up law theoretically.
Honestly, these studios probably have just someone who's like Ben works at the studio. His job is to just make sure the catalog of artists are like behaving themselves online and like not fucking, you know.
Well, they'll find out. Like the
Yeah,
public will
real
let
quick.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
The public is gonna let you know. Like if you so kind of in a weird way, the public is policing it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the story that gets delivered to the public can get skewed. Probably.
And they can get access to those stories before they get published, so they get tips. So like, all right, so this guy is like,
that was always
what
the
are you
thing back
saying?
then.
You know? Yeah.
Detectives in that area, that you know what I mean. That's why like a lot of the detective stories happen in like L.A., Hollywood, you know what I mean, or any place there's an entertainment hub.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
I just watched that documentary finally, the Defiant ones.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Dr. Dre, man.
Jimmy
Jeff-
Iovine.
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine is just
So good.
It's crazy good.
Yeah, it was really good. Like it's on Peacock. It's really good. It's like
yeah.
it's like a documentary on Dr. Dre. Like
It'll
come
make
up.
you not want to quit.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
feel like in a certain way.
So I'll save it. I'll save it for a,
Yeah,
a
when you're
low
down- when you're
moment.
down,
Right?
yeah.
There's a lot of documentaries like that where you watch and like, oh,
Yeah.
like great. Yeah, it's just
Wow.
really cool. Especially like you listen to them doing all their like cool things, like Jimmy Iovine being like, "Oh yeah, you wrote that song. That song's not for you. It's for this person." Like this guy was like an engineer, but then he became like the owner of Interscope Records.
His first like main session was it John
John Lennon.
Wow.
And then, but he worked his way up to where the point where he wasn't an engineer anymore, and then he became like a mogul,
Yeah,
like
that's
a mogul.
insane.
And then he started Beats with Dre, and they sold it to Apple for like a crazy amount of money. But
Fuck.
his thing, like his first big thing was like giving, like he would, like for example, he had Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen wrote a song, and Bruce Springsteen was like, I don't know if I want this song. I think I want to throw it out. And he's like, okay, cool, let me take it. And he gave it to like another artist.
He gave it to
Like,
Jay-Z.
no, he gave it to no. He didn't give it to Jay-Z. But that was like his thing. It was really cool, just to be like, yeah, this guy did it all.
Well, the other thing that was really cool is he decided that he graduated from engineer to producer, and then he decided I need to produce the producers.
Yeah.
And that was like
because he knew the lingo.
What makes you a producer?
my definition
Yeah.
is someone who can complete a project on time, on spec, meaning how the artist or you and everyone wants it to sound, on brand, I guess is probably a better word, and on budget.
I
So
think
is technical skill involved, or
I
or
think.
do you-
I mean, I'm going to go way like opposite of that. I'm going to say like somebody who can bring the best out of people makes a good producer. Like the
part of
more
it.
abstract.
That's part of
version
it, but you can't. But as a producer gets hired for a job, you can't just go on forever.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
So-
I'm more talking about like I don't know, a little bit more the abstract version of it.
Just like a creative director of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Somebody who has the overall like vision / like
now, what makes someone a director?
same thing. Different versions.
Well, producer in
Music is the director,
yeah,
and a producer in a movie is somebody who just finances the movie.
yeah. There's executive producers in music
Yeah.
more so.
Director is basically the producer of a movie, is in the way of music, you know.
I want, I like Guzman. You've been behind the camera. You've been doing a lot of like the more technical shit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? Would you agree? You have been at least, but I haven't seen you like direct, and I'm not talking financially direct. But I'm talking like, okay, this is what I want you to do.
Oh.
Direct. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that as much because what I'm doing right now is mostly like photography and video editing and like filming stuff, and then I'm much more comfortable filming what's going on or taking photos of what's going on versus like directing someone to do.
is it
something for me.
is it because you rather just not do that, or it's because you're
I'm
not comfortable?
I'm not comfortable yet with like directing people. I'm just starting to like do like photo shoots where like you gotta direct and then be like, okay, I want you to do this pose, I want to do this thing. So for me, it doesn't come as easy as like me seeing what's going on and finding like a cool angle to view it from. You know what I mean? And then take a photo or film it or whatever it is.
Do you see yourself approaching that like at some point?
Yeah,
Like,
I want to.
warming up and then,
I want
like-
to get better at that, and it's just like a matter of time and then
Sick,
doing
dude.
it over
Yeah.
and over again.
Is there a language part of it for you as well?
It's a language part. Like I would say, like it's 40% like language thing. It's just me getting more comfortable in like talking and then speaking a different language. Definitely comes easier in Spanish for me, but I don't know. There's something about seeing what's going on and then capturing it that I really am drawn to. So when I'm doing like live music photography, whether it's for Similar Kind or for other bands or artists, I like to find the angle and make the photo look as cinematic as possible, meaning it looks like a still from a movie or like a moving picture, just because that's like the kind of style I like. And then that translates to video as well. It's just trying to find a way to capture something that's going on, so you don't get any input. You're just capturing what's happening. Which to me is where like the beauty of the thing, the whatever I'm making is. It's just like capturing what's actually happening. Like,
is the director and DP different?
Yeah.
Director of photography is like the guy who's like actually figuring out or cinematographer.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
So that's finding the angles
And controlling the looks of everything.
right, and the director's like kind of communicating to the
bigger picture of like what
like
the
act
story
this
is.
way, get the story. This way.
So you're saying like the DP is between the director and the camera crew to some degree? Is that how it works?
You
It's
have
like
the camera
crew.
operator, right? Then you have a DP who's like actually telling him how to like get like the best like angle, like the nicest photo composition.
Yeah.
And then you have the director who's actually he's got the bigger picture of what needs to happen, and then relies on the DP to show it the best way possible.
And a lot of times, like directors of photography, they'll have a certain look, and it'll be like someone like Roger Deakins. He does like a lot of movies. He's done like the last Blade Runner movie. He's done like that movie Prisoners. If you look at all his movies that he's done, they all have the same kind of look and a certain type of like shots.
Yeah.
And then like you're like, okay, well, like people hire him because he does that stuff, you know. And then the director is kind of doing like also has his own style and stuff. But it's interesting to see how like they're similar in a lot of like when you see two of the same people work, like a director and the same cinematographer, the movies look very similar. It's interesting.
Crazy shit.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that clears things up, right?
What's gonna be your first movie that you direct? A horror movie?
Horror movie
That's usually
about
how it goes. It always is the first.
movie about
so cheap.
roommates.
Roommates to get murdered.
Someone who eats my ice cream, you know, like that's gonna be
Don Helado.
El Señor Helado.
I've actually had some really good ideas for like reality TV documentary. Like I have some ideas
Let's hear
I can't say.
Why?
I can't say right
We can
here.
cut it out of the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't even say it then.
Wow.
Why?
You
The
don't-
crew-
I think we're gonna steal it from you.
No, I don't. I think that we're not there. We're not there enough.
What do you mean not there?
Like
Guzman needs to learn
like-
read some more?
no. Like we can't.
I'll learn it.
Like there's too much going on to introduce something
another
so
project?
big.
I know,
Another
we're just-
project.
we're just so busy right now.
Are you talking about? Come on. What,
No, I'm talking about
what kind
like
of documentary.
I'm talking about like like something.
Like the world.
No, I got some shit. It'll come. You'll see. You'll all see.
It's like a travel type documentary, like Anthony Bourdain travels the world, but it's like Evan traveling the world.
I'm like, just like boring shit.
Yeah.
Like no one like no.
You in Taiwan with a bunch of lady boys.
I'll tell you one idea. I'll tell you one idea to be deleted.
Okay, yeah.
It's called Animals Among Us, Urban Animals. It's a nature documentary.
Ethan, get back in here. Will you?
No. Listen, come on. Hear me out. It's hip hop, curated. Come on. I'm not.
You did that to yourself.
It's called Urban Animals. It's based in New York City.
They thought our app was racist. Why would they ever think anything we ever do is racist?
No, come on. Yeah, you'll hate my. If you think this is bad, you're gonna fucking hate my other ideas. So
The next one's about the KKK, now they're the greatest group of all time.
It's about it's about animals that live in in New York City, and it's a nature documentary about all the different types of animals that live. This motherfucker can't even get a straight face. I'm trying to fucking tell him about the roaches and the rats and shit in the city, and he's fucking
Urban Animals.
and it's
Over here we have Marquise.
No, come on, it's just about the stray cats and shit.
Oh my god. All right. Sure.
So you guys in?
You got that $100,000 to devote to that? Guzman, you ready to go?
Are you guys in or what?
He's crying.
Oh my god. Oh, all right. I'm gonna follow that up.
My mom liked it.
Yeah.
Well, wow, really? My mom liked the idea.
Evan, that's such a good idea.
She's like, good job, honey.
Gold star.
He's so proud of you.
Is anyone afraid of getting canceled in this room? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not.
No.
I think we're coming up to a.
Do you think it even exists?
I think it's gonna not exist.
Oh, it's
Well, no. Let me put it this way. Do you think do you think it's even effective?
Yeah, I think it is.
Really?
I think it is.
I don't know.
I do, especially in movies, because now like I 100% with the movie industry, like, and music too. You know what? I
actually think more music.
I think, you know, it really depends on who we're talking about. If we're talking about a major, like, huge, like, artist at the top, maybe not as bad. Like, look at, for example, like somebody like The Weeknd. He's got this new show coming out, and everybody's on the internet saying this show is so controversial, it's sexist, all this stuff, whatever. I haven't seen it, so I have no clue. But he can.
It's like him going to the grocery market, talking to girls. Like, this is so controversial.
No, but they're just saying like it's just like making like a weird thing out of the music industry, and then he's coming out saying like all this stuff about it, like fuck Rolling Stone, fuck this, like I don't care, blah blah. And you know, you have a whole bunch of people being like this. But he's not going to go. He can still go on tour and play those huge stadiums.
Honestly,
it's not
bro,
a big deal.
anything could be it could all be an act, though.
Yeah,
I mean, these days.
I think in smaller scenes, it's definitely more effective. Like, definitely makes an impact.
Well, I'm just wondering, like the dude Andrew Tate, like he's like canceled, but
yeah, but I don't know. That guy's just a love.
It's gonna come back. He's gonna be fine.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna be fine.
Financially fine. People,
but because some people, I just think some people are just not letting themselves be canceled. They're just like, no, I'm not. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Really,
Rogan was on the list to be canceled.
I guess it really depends on what it is, though. For me, at least, like whether I'm going to decide whether or not I want to like continue.
You know what I
listening
think
to
it
somebody.
is? I think if the person decides they're going to keep doing them, whether it's right or wrong,
Yeah.
I think it actually works to their
there's a
advantage.
Yeah.
truth
If
in
if they
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
off with the with all the controversy,
Yeah.
I feel like they get a bigger hit. As
Yeah.
if they just continue like nothing
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
You know?
By the way, we should just current topics. It's like fucking smoky as all hell outside. Thank you,
Dude.
Canada.
It looks like yesterday would have been a great day to shoot some footage if you're a photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
I
get
saw
lung
some
cancer
crazy-
while we're
yeah,
outside.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
no,
you
this is some great
double
footage.
up on that mask, go outside, take some
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
take some like the sun looked crazy.
Yeah, it looked
I
all
saw some
red.
stuff that people were taking of the shadows. They were saying the
Yeah.
shadows were red, and it was
Whoa.
creating this
So
really
when
cool.
I got to the house yesterday, I closed the door and then we had like this little like four like little like windows.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the sunlight was coming through, but it was red. So it was casting like a red, like 4 red squares on the wall. It was so cool.
You didn't
I should
take a
have-
picture,
No, I
right?
didn't take a picture.
Of course
my
you
phone. Yeah, well, I'm not like you.
You're a photographer.
I gotta say, I'm glad this didn't happen on the south side of the Canadian border. Because this one's on
What are you
Canada.
gonna
It's on
say
Canada
now?
for once. It's on Canada. It's not the U.S. like that.
yeah.
You know, for
Yeah.
once.
That was sick.
That was a
That was
sick
sick.
sound.
Sample that.
wait. That's cool.
It's like a horror movie sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking. Just gonna put this out there to the world. I would just love to score another horror movie.
What if we just score the movie, like a famous movie, like a scene? Just do it for fun,
I mean, I'm down.
you know?
We should pick a movie you don't know, though.
Sure.
Yeah,
I know them
yeah.
all though.
Nah, I bet you could find something crazy.
What's your favorite, or what would be the scariest movie for you as a kid,
As a kid.
or
what's
villain?
All right, I'll describe it to you. You know exactly which one. The one where the kids, the teenagers, you play this video game, and if you die in the video game, then you get murdered in real life.
That's a movie?
It was a movie. It was with the agent Cody Banks, actor
Muniz?
Frankie Muniz was in it.
That's long time ago.
I never saw that.
Oh yeah, it was fucking
What was
crazy,
it?
scary as shit. Especially because I play video games.
I've never seen that movie either.
Yeah, spooky
Sounds familiar, but
I don't know. I don't remember the
What
name.
was
of it.
yours?
mine was Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
Actually, yeah. When I was a kid, I had my best friend. He had like 2 brothers. So after school, I would hang out with them, and I grew up with like girls. So
Nice.
I was just like hanging out all the time, and then their parents were there.
Sorry.
You're unbelievable.
Dude, you can't be serious with this podcast.
Which Nightmare Out? The first one?
The first one. So that was the first time I watched a movie with them, and then like 10 minutes in, I was like, I cannot watch this.
So
And I just called my parents, and I just went home.
You only seen 10 minutes of it?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Freddy Krueger was actually one of like my favorite. Like in second grade, I would like go with like different knives on my hand. Like I would make them out of like tinfoil. One time I like had these like construct things and I taped butter knives to them. Went to school.
scared
they were like,
everyone.
you can't do that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of
like,
course,
you
yeah,
can't
like,
bring fucking knives to school. Like so.
My neighbors brought clone trooper guns to school as kids to a Catholic school. It's fucking, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Sorry.
But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. That's,
I used to hate Chucky.
Oh, okay.
As a little kid, I hated it. It scared the shit out of me.
yeah, because it's your size, so you were like, what?
Freddy Krueger's gonna kill you in your dreams tonight.
I hope so. So I don't have to see your face every day.
same
Love
here.
Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger.
You've only seen 10
No,
minutes?
no. I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah, no, I think I've seen the first
The third one is dope. Dream Warriors.
two. Yeah, because then they get crazy.
Oh,
they have
yeah.
like Freddy
the
vs.
third
Jason
one,
and all
you
that
Yeah,
stuff.
the third one, Dream Warriors, is
Yeah.
when they got all the so sick.
The first one's dope. The third one's dope.
After that, it just gets bad.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of a little weird.
What about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? You guys like that stuff?
Just the first one. It's like the first one's like it's
What's a true story?
It's like a
Yeah.
scary
Crazy
movie
shit.
based on like Ed Gein, yeah.
Yeah, and that's even worse when it's like a true story. Like now, like as an adult, the ones I hate are like true stories in Connecticut. I hate those.
Yeah, but those are like
There's a lot of them.
That's just some like
There's a lot
hokey
of
ghost
them.
shit.
Yeah.
But some of them are just based on, which is
I
like,
know, which is like the
if you put the
Conjuring
word
stuff.
if you put the word based in it, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
nothing.
You get
you
away
know?
with whatever you want. It's like her name was Jessica, so the main character
Yeah,
is Jessica.
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
based on Jessica,
Yeah.
and it's like nothing, you know. But some of that shit, apparently, from what they say, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happens in Connecticut.
Yeah, if
That's
you
like
think
not
about it from like an immigrant perspective, like I used to watch those movies and be based on a true story, and then Connecticut, I don't know what Connecticut is. I'm
Yeah.
fine, and then turns out like I'm living like 40 minutes from like a haunted house, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching this thing right
Yeah,
now.
I love haunted houses.
Did you
Yeah,
like?
you got a problem.
Did you like scary movies?
Not really. Like they're not like my thing. Now it's more like those like jump scares movie. Like what was the one that you guys went to see the
Evil
movies?
Dead?
Yeah, I think that
It wasn't
was
like
I'm
it
good.
wasn't like a jump
That's
scare
kind
movie.
of like
It was like
yeah.
it was gross.
See, I
Yeah.
loved horror movies when I was younger.
Me too. I loved them like
Yeah.
so much.
I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, there's a really good 4-part 80s documentary on horror movies. They're long. They're like 3 hours each, but it's called In Search of Darkness. It's really good, and it goes over like every horror movie from the 80s.
Yeah, and on Netflix, movies that made us, they have
Yeah.
like all like what happened with like Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm Street. Like I think it was what was the other one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was
yeah.
a couple more.
Yeah. Michael Myers
Michael
or whatever.
Myers, and
Halloween.
then
this one goes like into movies you never even heard of.
Oh wow.
Wow, those were like so. I love those. The one I was most scared of is like crazy. Is like 3 ones. Poltergeist.
Yeah.
that was scary. And the black hole.
oh, you were saying that the other day,
The black hole.
how that would scare you.
It would scare me, and it was more of a sci-fi thing, but just the concept of a black hole scared me. And there was, believe it or not, to me, the scariest of all villains. If you haven't seen it, you should. Is the Never-Ending Story. There was the Nothing, and it was like crazy to me. It was like this concept of there's nothing. I'm going to devour everything, and there's nothing. And it's like a kid's movie, and it was the scariest shit to me. So I'm like,
I mean, if you go back and look at like Courage the Cowardly Dog,
Oh, yeah.
some of that shit is just creepy.
Yeah.
what is that?
Yeah, the cousin.
It's a
with the-
cartoon about
Oh, that cartoon.
yeah.
Yeah, it was spooky.
Some of the freaky
They had
shit.
his weird cousin, and they had just
Yeah,
really
just-
freaky stuff. I used to
Yeah.
watch it all the time, though. I loved it.
Yeah.
I used to watch it, like, you know those things you could put the cartridge in and watch, like, TV shows?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
used to put
Wait,
cartridge.
what?
There was, like, this thing, like, it wasn't a Game Boy, but it was, like, the cartridges of just, like, TV shows. And it had, like,
Whoa.
episodes, and you'd put it in, and then you'd play it on, like, a little mini TV. And I'd watch, like, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I feel like there's so much like weird technology.
yeah, back
that's-
then, we were all
yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Another Handsome Money podcast. Is this the
go.
first time we've done this in the new year?
No.
No, I think we did.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Definitely.
Definitely not. It was fucking cold as shit. I had
Yeah.
a boot on. There was all
Yeah.
that shit happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's really warm in here.
Now it's fucking hot, and we can't breathe outside.
Yeah, so it's time to make art inside.
On the urban animals, listen. We follow the stray cats. We follow the pigeons. We follow the roaches. We explain to these motherfuckers that we're sharing the earth with them, even in urban communities. That's it.
Do you live in an urban community?
I don't. No.
Just fucking. That's the podcast. Just do you live in urban? No, I don't.
No, not at all.
No. I would never live in a community.
Oh, heavens no. Heavens no.
He's gonna make a documentary. Kenny's gonna make a story.
God.
And then you're gonna make a song, like a theme song for the.
I'm gonna make a theme song.
Yeah, you're gonna make the theme song he's
For
gonna
his
make the documentary,
thing?
and Ken is gonna like do all the sound effects and all the done.
This.
But yeah, we should find a movie scene and give it to him, and I don't know. You should make the music to it.
Yeah,
That sounds dope.
yeah,
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, we should do that.
yeah.
Sweet.
Down. All right, let's do it.
And we out. Oh yeah, brought to you by Jim's Hot Sauce.